You built a time machine out of a DeLorean? Yes, Marty McFly wasn't the only one who couldn't quite believe it either. The makers of the brilliant Back to the Future trilogy originally wanted the time machine to be a refrigerator, but were worried that small children would get stuck trying to mimic the action. So, a DeLorean, a gull-wing stainless steel field sports car built in Northern Ireland, was the obvious replacement, wasn't it?
What a cool car that was.
Now let's get one thing straight. The DeLorean is a piece of crap.
The way the doors opened. Wow.
You've got these gull wings, which are great, except in a situation where you're parked between two other cars.
And a young kid, Michael J. Fox, behind the wheel. It gave hope to all of us.
It looks amazing. It can travel through time. That's brilliant. And it leaves flaming skid marks, which is a phrase that still amuses me.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
It was an odd choice, wasn't it? But there was something cheesily futuristic about the DeLorean. It's not actually an especially clever car.
I mean, I think Doctor Who got it right with the telephone box, to be honest with you.
There are people who collect them. And there are DeLorean fans who recreate the Back to the Future DeLorean, which I think is slightly odd.
I've always loved the DeLorean. You know, loved it because of the movie. I loved it even before the movie, sitting on the lot. The process was, of course, first get the car nice, and then start finding the props. It was quite difficult. So I had to dig up a lot of stuff from the stores, getting like the time circuits made up. And I wanted them to be right. You can actually program in these time circuits, your destination time, like the movie. I wanted the flux capacitor right. These two are probably the most unique things in the movie everyone thinks about. Normal people that drive a DeLorean, everybody gets the question, where's your flux capacitor?
Bring me a dream. Not a vision of the future. It is, or it was, just, I think, one of the worst cars ever made.
There were certain bugs, and there was quite a few changes done throughout the manufacturing of the car.
DeLorean managed to lock himself in the car on the press launch.
It's 130 horsepower V6 aluminum block and heads.
The Renault engine was an asthmatic, wheezy piece of cack.
They were a little underpowered for the type of car, and I think that was a little downfall on the car. A lot of guys bought them thinking they were getting Porsches or Corvettes.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious...
I think it did 0 to 60 in about 12 seconds or something stupid.
This, for me, I think was one of the best finds. I actually got it. I was digging through one of the yards and actually found the actual plug, you know, that they used in the movie. I know it's not part of the car, but it's part of the movie. You know, it's like you're finding gold, you know, when you find the actual, like, the plutonium gauges, you know, the exact same ones. You're going, great, you know.
Oh, you a sight for sore eyes.
DeLorean people who drive their DeLorean cars drive them in LA. Everyone stops, everyone looks, everyone talks to them.
We get people screaming out of windows, putting their thumbs up, taking pictures.
I saw 2 in one day once, and it blew my mind.
I tease my husband all the time. I say this is his mistress, and you know, I'd rather have this mistress than any other one.
Well, we're going, we don't need roads.
At the end, a little bit of a twist. You've seen it sort of driving through suburban America in the 50s, and then suddenly, out of the blue, the doc turns up in the DMC, says, come on, where are we going now? Gets in, wheels go underneath, disappears, becomes a flying machine. Amazing.